Egyptian Ratscrew, how to play. The object of the game is to collect all the cards from all the other players. Setup. Shuffle a standard deck of playing cards, without jokers, and deal out all the cards face down to every player as evenly as possible. Players do not look at their cards, but instead hold them face down in a deck in their hand. The player left of the dealer goes first, then play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, flip over the top card of your deck into a face-up discard pile in the middle of the table. Be sure to flip your card outward away from you and not towards you. If the card played is a number card, the next player clockwise puts down a card on top of the discard. This continues around the table until somebody puts down a face card, that is a jack, queen, or king, or an ace. When one of these cards is played, the next person in the sequence of play must play a face card or ace in order for the play to continue. If the next person in the sequence does not play one of these cards within their allotted chance, the person who played the last face card or ace wins the round and the face-up pile goes to them, unshuffled, on the bottom of their deck. The allotted chances are as followed. Jack is 1, queen is 2, king is 3, and ace is 4. For example, if a queen is played, then the next player must play a face card by their second card or the pile is lost. Players must always play the top card in their deck and they may not shuffle their cards. The player who collected the discard pile begins the next round of play by placing their top card face up in the middle of the table in a new discard pile. The only thing that overrides the face card ace allotment rule is the slap rule. Whenever the top 2 cards in the discard pile are of the same rank, for example 5 and 5, any person may slap the pile before the next card is played, and that person wins the entire face-up pile and takes the next turn. People who aren't playing or who have already been eliminated from the game are allowed to slap in and join the game. If you slap in correctly, then you must discard the top card of your deck to the bottom of the discard pile. If you don't have any cards, then you are not allowed to slap in at the next opportunity, and if you do, you are no longer allowed to slap for the rest of the game. You may also challenge another player's slap you think is incorrect. They show you the cards, and if you are right, the discarded cards go back and the player gives you the top card of their deck. If your challenge was incorrect, then you give that player the top card of your deck. When a player is playing a card, you are not allowed to slap until that player has completely let go of their card. The first person to correctly slap a pile of cards wins that round. If it cannot be determined who was the first to slap the pile, the person with the most fingers touching the top card wins. When you run out of cards in your deck, you are eliminated from the game and your turn is skipped. If you run out of cards while playing on a chance, the next player picks up from where you left off. The first player to collect every card in the deck is the winner. Some common additional slap rules you can agree to play with at the start of the game are as follows. Sandwich. When 2 cards of equivalent value are laid down consecutively, but with 1 card of different value between them. For example, 5, 7, 5. Top bottom. When the same card as the first card of the round is laid down. Tens. When 2 cards played consecutively, or with a letter card in between, adds up to be 10. For this rule, an ace counts as 1. For example, 3, 7. Or ace, king, 9. Jokers. When jokers are used in the game, which should be determined before gameplay begins, anytime someone lays down a joker, the pile can be slapped. 4 in a row. When 4 cards with values in consistent ascending or descending order are played. Example, 5, 6, 7, 8, or queen, king, ace, 2. Marriage. When a queen is played over or under a king. Example, queen, king, or king, queen.